It's the leader. He's the wizard. He's forcing the mouth open.
Well, stop him. Kill him or something.
My dagger is gone. You kill him.
Not me. It's bad luck to kill a wizard.
Wait. There's a better way to take care of a wizard.
Hello, everybody. Got another good episode here for you. Jason, Eric, and I sit around and talk about some upcoming things. The Doubleton event we're going to be hosting here, Cincinnati area. Several other just random topics. Pretty typical event. If you stick around to the very end, there's a touch of bonus footage of where we were just playing a 3-person game the other night, and Brandon just recorded it for the heck of it. So I'm going to throw that on as some bonus content. Hope you guys enjoy.
This episode is sponsored by the Ebon Hand. They will be hosting the world's largest Doubleton Magic the Gathering tournament on July 29. This massive event is expected to raise upwards of $222 for charity. It is expected to pull in below average skilled players from multiple states. You don't want to miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see so many mediocre decks battle for equally mediocre prizes. Who will win the coveted second-place prize? Who needs vendors when you can only play 2 of any card? There will not be any artist, but there will be Sharpies available to those that want to become an artist. Reserve your spot now, because spots are selling out quickly and seating is limited.
What is up, guys? Eric and I had an awesome game. We only got to play like one day this week, but man, we had a heck of a game 3 at lunch. It was a land tax mirror, and it only went like half an hour. It felt like forever. But every time like one of us would get a chance, he would just like pull ahead, and then the other guy would blow him out, and then he'd play a personal incarnation. I'd Wrath of God it, and then he'd swords it. Like, and then it went back and forth, back and forth. And then he started. You were drawing so many cards, Eric. You were just like, because you were in Bazaar and Book and everything else to draw. Keep drawing answers, and then you're like, man, I'm running out of cards. And then all of a sudden, I finally top deck a Wheel of Fortune. I'm like, how many cards you got? He's like 7. I'm like, Wheel. He's like, I lose. And yeah, you had me dead too. It was like a Sarah and a personal incarnation. I mean, I was so dead the next turn and just wheeled him for the exact amount to deck him. So it was pretty awesome.
You know that meme with the 2 Spider-Men like staring at each other, just kind of pointing at each other?
Yeah.
Land tax mirrors remind me of that, but replace Spider-Man with land tax guy. Just kind of they're pointing at each other like, who's going to drop the land first?
It was better than we thought, honestly, but I don't know that I want to do it every day. But...
Well, our decks aren't too reliable on land tax. We use it more to just fuel the Bazaar Baghdad late game. So we can play lands early on and then later on be like, haha, you have misplayed because you played 5 lands and I only played 4. Not like we're playing more like bigger stuff.
Yeah, it was like turn 30 and you accidentally played. I realized you had Bazaar and 5 lands and I had 5. Like, hey, Bazaar's a land. I got 6. I can tax. And
that was the misplay right there.
Then I played a Sphinx, and then you preachered it, and then I played an Archaeologist, and then you preachered it. Then I fireballed both of the preachers, got my stuff back. It was just like so back. It was a great game. It really was.
Yeah, and I've thought back. It's one of those games where you think back, and you're like, if I would have done this differently, because there was a time when I didn't need the book, but then I realized that I did need the book. So I'm like, if I didn't draw that card with book, I would have won. But then I'm like, no, if I didn't draw that card, I wouldn't have had the swords. I would have lost. It was just perfectly like right to the final turn, man. Because if you didn't have the win condition, I had the win condition. It's crazy how that works out. Like,
good game.
Nothing happens.
Might stick around.
Yeah,
good balance to it.
That was an absolutely crazy game.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Like when you play like a good game of Magic that's like a long game, you know, where there's a lot going on. And then you always think back to like this like one critical point that sticks out in your mind. That's like, well, maybe if I would have done something else, then it wouldn't have ended the way it did. But then like your brain just completely overlooks like all of the little like micro transactions that led you to being in that position in the first place. And so it's almost impossible to go back and like think like what could I have done different? You could have done everything different. There's a million things you could have done different.
True.
So I got to do a retraction from the podcast last time around about LobsterCon. DFB reached out to me. He's like, "Hey man, really enjoyed the podcast. By the way, Rick Shea wasn't actually supposed to win a Spice Prize." He said he ended up with that card. He didn't give me the details though. He just said it was part fuck up, part troll, part inside joke. And I'm like, yeah, full trolled us, man. Like we talked about how the hell does a full shops deck with 2 Abyss replaced with 2 Winter Orb become a Spice deck. So that was, as I suspected, because we were driving home and Jason's like, look, this guy. I'm like, there's no way. That's not right. Like, no. And then look at the comments. People are like, yeah, that's a nice deck. Oh, hold the sriracha on that spice. Whoa, just like, what the hell? Like, everyone, like, what? So everyone was on the troll. I fell for it. I went home. Sure enough, it was in the Discord channel. Saw it sitting there. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. This looks real. So, anyhow, perfect troll. Thanks, Dave. Always, I think it was what he was going for. So, I'm happy he achieved it. The only thing I can hope in response is that someone got the mermaid calendar, and we got it.
Yeah, I want to know. That's like my biggest regret from LobsterCon is not paying attention to who had to get that mermaid calendar.
Yeah, so I don't think we didn't talk about this on here last time, but yeah, so my wife and I like just random documentaries on Netflix, and we watched the one about mermaids. There was like a 4-part series about people that live as mermaids. And it was different. It was interesting to learn all this stuff. But there was a woman that was like the Society of Fat Mermaids. It's literally her society. And so my wife got me her calendar as a gift. I'm like, oh, this is amazing. And then we're like, what the hell do we do with the mermaid calendar? I can't really put it at work. I can't really put it at home. So I just took it to LobsterCon and put it on the prize table. And there was like a local playmat, it was like the playmat for the event. We just like added playmat and calendar, and it was just so fun all day long just to see people sit there and flip through it. Like, I guess this is like ocean themed or whatever. It's just an awkward thing. But yeah, you and I were like at the bar. We missed the raffle to see who actually won it. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get some feedback on that, like we did our troll for. Rolling on.
You had said people started like signing the calendar, right? Like,
I don't know. I thought it would, take a life of its own. I kind of have a history of doing that. I remember, like, we went to Skatopia and I just bought a tricycle at a garage sale and brought it there, and then all night long it just showed up, and like the drummers sitting on the tricycle, and there's like a dude riding on the ramp, and just everywhere you went was like that tricycle. And I don't know. I just like to release things in the wild and just see what organically happens. So but yeah, that was probably the biggest regret of the weekend, is not knowing where that's at. Now it may not be over, it may be coming back, I don't know.
It comes back at the next event.
Yeah, it'll be back. It'll be like
it's the new freaking Squire altar.
Some of the pictures were really classic. Like there was one where she was underwater swimming, and you could literally see people above her on the surface, just on like floaties. It was like a public beach. And there were people like they didn't bother to Photoshop them out or whatever. It was just like, come on, put a little effort into it. I mean, at least look like you're in nature. It was pretty classic, and the face expressions were unique. Holy hell, it was wild. So.
Well, if you're listening and you're the proud owner of the mermaid calendar, email us at whatever the fuck our email is at whatever the fuck that is, and maybe we'll let you on the podcast.
It is hang on, what is our email?
Oh, like, that's what it should be. There's a secret award to it. If you got the calendar, you're allowed on the podcast. That's cool.
There we go.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'd like to interview. I think
cool.
It's Ebon Hand MTG ebenhand@gmail.com.
Yeah.
EBON, ebenhandmtg@gmail.com.
We
Send
need
us
to
a
know
picture of
what
it hanging in your
fundraiser
living
is.
room, and we'll send you a prize.
Or a
You
picture
keep-
of it sitting in the trash can. Either one.
If you send, you actually, for getting that, receive an unlimited Mox jet. Congratulations. It was an inside.
Well, if you want to contribute one, Eric, yeah, go ahead. That was a little out of my range. I might draw a dick on a Fountain of Youth or something for him. I'll tell you what, if you can send me a picture of that and you're a teacher and it's in your classroom at school or something, then yeah, maybe, maybe we're talking serious prize money.
Real talk, we'll send you a set of Eben Moxes.
Eben Moxes, yeah, real
Yeah.
talk. Yeah, we'll get
Oh,
you
there
Eben
you
Moxes, some sticker pack, maybe one of the extra shirts. Yeah, we could do something like that.
Yeah.
That's
So anyhow, yeah, I promised Dave I would set the record straight on that. I think we're good. Everything Lobster Con. Still love it. Great event. All good. So I guess the next topic we're talking about our next event. I think it's going to be. I think I've really wanted it to be July 22nd, but we have a kid birthday that day, so it'll be Saturday, July 29th, at noon. Try to get the word out, maybe get the Columbus folks, maybe an Indy or Louisville guys or something like that. We'll see if we can pull a few people in. But you want to tell us about the event, Eric?
Yeah, so this is a format. I think I made this up. It's Doubleton or Twinsies. And instead of playing 4 of one card, you play 2 of one card. And you're
last time we played it was February 22nd, 2020. So we had all the 2s in there.
Yeah.
So it was a once in a millennium date, I guess. But so it was 2/2/2020.
Yeah.
2/22/2020. Yeah.
I played a 222 card deck and got most creative. That's cool. I don't remember. I think it was mono red probably. But it's so you're allowed to play with 2 restricted cards, any 2 that you want, and we play at 22 life. There's one really crazy twist on things. This is Doubleton invaded by New Prexia, right? So any card that is double mana symbols for 2 is Prexian mana. So Fork is red. As a red Prexia mana. Him to Torok could be just pay 4 life. Sinkholes, Counterspell, Mana Drain, Brain Geyser, Rock Hydra. There's a lot of crazy stuff you can do.
Yeah, it's the 2 CMC cards, so it's not like Wrath of God isn't like 4 life and 2. It's gonna be 2 CMC and 2 of the like mana symbols. I mean, it's you kind of glossed over. It's pretty important. You have to pick only 2 restricted cards, which is pretty hard. I mean, I don't know. I mean, when you start doing that, is Black Lotus really one of the best? I don't know. I don't think so. I think you might want a Soul Ring over Lotus, or is Ancestral better, or definitely not Time Walk? But I mean, what?
Yeah. So my take on it is the cards that ramp aren't as good because you can just pay life, right? So
right.
So you can on turn 1 have access to 2 mana, kinda, depending on what card it is you play. But so I don't know. I don't think I'll be spending my reserve slots for Moxen or Lotus or anything. But maybe that's wrong. I don't know. I never played this before.
Yeah, Soul Ring feels good. But all right, so and then I guess we're gonna allow 2 strip, 2 workshop, 2 factory, 2 maze, right? Just all the lands you get 2 of. So I don't know if that's Boral rules, whatever you want to call it. But so that I don't want people having to use one of the restricted cards on the strip mines. You get 2 strips, 2 factory, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I kind of feel like I don't know. I keep struggling with it. Soul Ring's definitely the best in some decks, but I don't know. But yeah, paying the 2 life could be brutal. And then there's a whole question of, do you just splash your off color? Like, do you just throw Whirling Dervish in your sideboard of your mono blue deck for the Abyss matchup and you just pay the 4 life? You know, or I don't know. This having the Phyrexian mana is going to be kind of crazy. I mean, Mana Drain might be the craziest card ever. It's basically now Force of Will for 4 life, and you get that much mana. So I don't know. Mana Drain might be one of the top ones because that is absurd.
It's crazy when you just tap out, not looking at what they have, and boom, you get forked. You know, it's like, oh, you're tapped out. Yep. Okay, I'll play Ancestral Recall. Like I would pay 4 life to copy Ancestral. So I guess you play fork in a lot of decks.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy about it, because it's Phyrexian mana, right? So it doesn't matter. So you can have like a deck that's primarily, 2 colors or whatever, but as long as you can always splash for Counterspell. You can always splash for Mana Drain. You can always splash for White Knights, Black Knights, Forks, all that stuff. So I don't know. I imagine it being a lot of just like 5 color whatever decks that are primarily focused on a couple colors that are not. But I mean, I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't play counter spells and forks. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know about fork if it's that great, but
it's gonna be amazing.
I don't know, I feel like red's strong just because everyone's gonna be freaking burning up their life. Then you just you paid for fireball, crap.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean you can run, because that was my initial thought, was like, all right, you can run 2 Mana Flare, 2 Gauntlet of Might, 2 Disintegrate, 2 Fireball. So I mean you really have just this huge couple candelabras. You got this ability to do this huge ramp, and then Rock Hydra, you can, if you don't have if you want to pay the life, you can to get some extra counters on it. And I mean, it just seemed like a pretty solid deck, but I think there's going to be a spice price. So I got a completely ridiculous pile of garbage I'm going to jam. I'm kind of excited about it. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think, Brian, I was telling you about what I was kind of thinking about building. I think.
Yeah, I don't have to go into detail, but I think you're insane trying to run a combo deck when you can only get 2 of anything. Yeah, combo decks, in general, you want as many ways to get it as you can. So I don't know. On a combo, do you force one of your cards is now Demonic Tutor, and you gave up Mana Drain for a Demonic Tutor, or I don't know, but yeah, things like Transmute Artifact is pretty good, or again, any of those double blue are pretty good.
I think I'm going to try the combo thing. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean, I've already got all the cards for it, except for I don't know, a couple $100 worth of cards that I wanted to buy anyway. So
cool.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go with that and see what happens. I don't think it's too bad. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a little harder to combo out, but I don't know. There's a lot of ways to draw cards. So
should we have a prize for like the most on theme deck? Because I mean, you could go like 2 Vesuva Doppelganger, 2 Clone, 2 Copy Artifact. I mean, you could really go down the rabbit hole of 2s, and that would be certainly on theme. Of course, I run out after those 3 cards, but anyhow, I mean,
Dancing Many, Dust to Dust, Many, yeah. Ashes to Ashes.
You can run Ashes to Ashes, and what's the
Nameless
black one?
Race?
Dust to Dust, and
Nameless Race. There's 2 guys on that one, isn't there?
Oh, that's deep. That's a good call.
With 2 guys, Martyrs, the white card, the 2 Martyrs are like.
Yeah, there you go. Kumbaj Witches.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Ooh, man, I like where you're going on this. Yeah.
Stang, dude. That's what I kept saying. Stang is the most on theme. If I cared about spice, that's what I would play. Would be a Stang deck.
Oh, you don't want a non-spice and go with the obvious Stang. Yeah, that's true.
Dude, he is. He's got his twin. It's literally a format called Twinsies. We've got Stang. He makes a Stang twin. You can play like 66 cards to be more on theme.
Yeah, the 22 life, does that matter? I mean, I guess we're going to be burning up our life playing Phyrexian Mana anyhow.
It doesn't matter. No, it's just stupid. I don't know.
I mean, I guess, yeah, it does just a little bit. It allows you to, without gaining any life, play 5 double cards, paying Phyrexian Mana. Paying with life.
Yeah. It does matter a little bit for sure. And just like that, boys, I just finished my deck. I finished my Doubleton deck.
Oh.
You can't play the One Ring because there's only one of those. That's a shame.
True. And
yeah.
Dude, somebody got that like the day. Somebody's already got that $2 million card. Pretty crazy.
They already got it?
Really? I didn't.
Yeah, they got it 3 days ago. 3 days.
What?
Ago. I swear.
What?
I haven't even got my packs yet.
Yeah, we won't get them. But there's like the other rings. The other rings are more realistic. I think that's cool. Humans and their greed, man. So what Lord of the Rings is all about. Look at you guys. Humans and their greed, dude.
That's right, man. I wanted that. I wanted to pay off some freaking bills.
There's plenty of other rings to get. There's all these other rings. Yeah, it is. I mean, whatever. So they made it. He said in the video, he's like, it'll be found when it wants to be found. I thought that meant that they wouldn't release it for like a couple months and that it would be like this big thing. And it would have been way more fun if they didn't release the One Ring for like a while. And everyone was talking about somebody has it and kept it or what.
So yeah, who knows? I'm seeing the posts or whatever where the guy is like found in Brazil apparently. But then there's a lot of people saying that the foiling doesn't look right because Wizards had posted a video of the One Ring and they're saying that the foiling doesn't look right. So there's questions on whether it's real.
Yeah, you just go ahead and pick that $2 million up real quick and then get out of there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who knows? Well, if it is, then congratulations to the guy in Brazil for getting a bunch of money. If it's not, then congratulations for trolling all of the internet.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason. So I don't know how combo-y you want to go. I think I would play this in a Gauntlet of Might deck. And it's called Basal Thrall, if you know what this card does. This card is actually Super Spice, BA.
Is that the one where you
pay
stack
4
it
life,
and
get 2 black. So you can play this in any color deck and ramp super hard with it. So you can Gauntlet of Might like turn 2. This is.
I mean, you can't use it turn 1, so you might as well like pay a black and 2 life.
But you can play it in any color deck. So if you're super combo-y, like this is like a storm card now. But yeah, you could play if you're in a black deck, it's awesome. Like turn 2, turn 3, Sangir. Super cool card in this format. Black has a lot of really cool black cards. Black land destruction is terrifying. You get Blight and Sinkholes and Hymn to Torok. It's just so scary, dude. I'd go to 10 life, just like turn 1, just sinkholing and him. You have nothing left. Like Order the Ebon Hand, Hymn to Torok.
Mirror Universe, then just
yeah, dude, the mono black Mirror Universe. Yeah, play Basalt.
Oh, you can ramp into Mirror pretty quick.
Yeah, dude. Basalt Thrall is a super spicy card.
Question about Basalt Thrall. Like, I know we've discussed its buttocks before, and it's 4 fingers, but what are those freckles? Or what's going on with the skin? Is it got like a skin disease?
I think it's
got
dirty.
a lot going on there.
Yeah, I mean, he's a thrall. He probably doesn't get
It's
mad.
just dirt, dude. He's got to walk around like that. He's walking around with his legs in front through like a dirty old Ebon Castle and shit.
You guys ever read the Spirit and Empires Volume 2 before? I need to read that.
It's a book. It's in like.
Is it?
It's not a real book you can buy, but it's a card that there's a book of. It's like you type in Separated Empires. It's like I think it's maybe from like 9th edition or something.
Yeah, there's a card with it, and it's pretty much like every I don't know if you really pay attention, like almost every single Fallen Empires flavor text comes from that Serpadian Empires.
Yeah, maybe it's an actual book you can own. I'm not sure, but
yeah, maybe.
There's a card with it on it. Any other, like, what else is double mana? Yeah, there it is. That's just super spicy. That's the card that has the artwork for it. A time spiral card, yeah. It does something.
Oh, Volume 1 was Aleopile, which is nice. Volume 1 was also the Bomb of Restoration. Oh, look at these. These are all in Volume 1. Dwarven Soldier was Volume 1.
Yeah, because like it goes into like Volume 2 is all about like the Ebon Hand or something, and I don't know, it just goes through and
Daralor is a reference, a throwback. Him to Torok's a throwback
every
from
black card.
Volume 2.
Yeah, Volume 2 is where it's at. Throw Wizard. If Throw Wizard's in there, dude, that's the best one.
Yeah, Throw Retainer, Throw Wizard.
Yeah, the game's
and
all there.
Homelands was into Volume 3.
No, that's not Homelands. That's still Fallen Empires.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Volume 3 talked about the green.
Ooh, hey, wait. What's that card right there? Night Soil? Is Night Soil any... You can play that in any colored deck.
Yeah.
You can. You can remove 2 creatures in the graveyard and put a Sporelane into token into play. I think that was on the wheel.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
that's
so
an art I'm not familiar with. I know I have like sets of this, but
yeah, that's weird.
I wonder if I missed that art. I might have completely missed this entire art. I might have to go spend $4 or maybe $2.
I got you. If you need that art, I think I probably got like 300 of them sitting behind.
I think there's a bunch of volumes. Order of the Ebon Hand is in Volume 6. Man, if I could read.
Think all the history.
Think of the history. Wow, it's probably lost in the fire of the
Library of Alexandria.
Library of Alexandria, yeah. Freaking Cleopatra and bullshit. Huh. Well, look at me learning something as we broadcast. Well, yeah, I'm with you on the Basalt Thrall is a really all-in strategy for Doubleton. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. If you play just like a bunch of 4-drop, I always call it the 4-drop gift shop. I like that deck that I've made. It's just like you play Daralor, Urnums, freaking If Biffs. You could just so easily just drop an Urnum on that thing. And any, you can play it in. I mean, you can play that in the Sarah Angel and the Personal Incarnation Spirit Link deck and not care about your life.
There are a lot of just black cards that are just too black, though. I mean, you can.
There's so many.
Orders, Black Knight.
There's also a lot of blue. A lot of blue, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting format for sure.
I mean, I don't think I'd want to play it very often. Like, it's been 3 years. I guess I'm ready for it once more, and then I'll probably be over it again. But it's a little more fun than Singleton in my mind, because Singleton, you really can't formulate a plan. When you go to 2 ofs, you can really make a plan pretty quick.
Singleton builds itself. Like, okay,
yeah, you just like run out of options. And
what's the best card of these? Yeah. Any other super crazy? So like, there's some, I don't know, anything else you guys have thought of that's blue's crazy because you get Boomerang, you get Counterspell, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
If you played Mono Blue, you could get like Master of the Pearl Trident. You could get
yeah, I mean
Dance of Many. Merfolk is super nasty.
pretty busted.
Counter spells, just tap out. If you need a counter spell, go ahead. There's that card that like Phantasmal Terrain. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so you can just, I mean, if you wanted to go all in on something.
Oh, another card that's pretty interesting is called Drain Power. So you can tap all your opponent's lands and take their mana, and you can play this in any color deck.
Mm-hmm.
Pay 4 life, take all the mana that they have available, play your Mirror Universe. I think you just have to run Mirror Universe at this point. Everything I look at is like, yeah, Mirror Universe would be great. And then my opponent's going to be like, 4 life him, 4 life Thrall, 4 life for an order, pass. You're like, oh, never mind. I don't want your life.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, are you guys going to play any like off-colored cards in your sideboard, do you think? Paying the life?
I don't know. Like you just said, I mean, what's the green one? The
Whirling Dervish?
Yeah, I mean, Whirling Dervish isn't bad at 4 life, pro black. I mean, they can just win games.
Yeah, turn 1 Dervish is strong.
Yeah,
So
if they're
I'm
on mono black and they're paying all that life, and then you just get turn 1 Dervish, that's probably worth a spot in the sideboard.
I think there's one other card that's worth it. And I don't care to give it away because I hate artifacts this much as a mono white player. I will be playing in a white deck. I'm going to be playing Gates to Phyrexia. So just no one play it. You can play this in any deck. Or is it Gates of Phyrexia, maybe? Gate 2? Maybe it's just Gate 2 Phyrexia.
Gate 2 Phyrexia.
I'm going to play that on my sideboard. Not playing black.
Crap. I didn't realize. Yeah, that's double black also.
This card is super nasty. Sacrifice one of your creatures during your upkeep to destroy any one artifact. So, yeah, screw artifacts. I have a lot of trouble against Trikes playing like White Weenie and stuff, so. And I'm saying I'm playing White Weenie, but I'll be playing a deck similar. So, yeah, screw artifacts. You mentioned Gauntlet of Might and Candelabra, so
yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's always like here's the thing. There's always artifacts, right? There will be less because not everyone's gonna have all the moxes and stuff, but there will still definitely be plenty of artifacts. And I only get to play 2 Disenchant, so that's the sideboard card that's definitely worth it, I think. If you're playing creatures.
So I'll tell you, I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen this card or not, but this is perfect for this format. Sentinel. Because it's because you know you're gonna see orders the Ebon Hand, order a Leaper. Stops all that. I mean, you don't get any card advantage, and you don't get life advantage because it's an artifact, but it's just so good. It just shuts down so many things. So I'm pretty sure I'm running 2 Sentinels. I think it's finally time for Sentinel to shine.
This is Sentinel's time to.
It's Sentinel's time to get off its pedestal. I mean, there's a reason he wears a crown. He wants some shit at some point in his life.
Oh, damn, dude. You know, that actually looks like it could be the same building that the Librarian of Lang is in. Same
Oh,
entrance.
man. Are we onto that topic? Because
it's just a conspiracy theory of, like, all the same structure. Dark Ritual, Library of Lang, and now Sentinel have the same hallways in them.
This must be where I'm reincarnated from. I think I lived in this tower in my previous life.
Yeah, the Library of Lang, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's a little different.
I have to. I mean, do we want to move off of Doubleton, or anything else we want to say on that one?
Yeah,
I mean, I definitely want to throw it out to anyone that's willing to come to the Cincinnati area, July 29th, this Saturday. I will try to get some more details out there about it. But we need to do some double prizes. We need like 2 first place prizes.
That's pretty badass.
That's pretty cool. I think first place should get 2, and
Probably at
Second
two
place, you
signs,
get
right?
4 prizes. Just 4 second place prizes. Maybe second place is the only one that gets a prize.
That's cool. Second place wins.
Second place gets 2 trophies. First place.
Yeah, that's cool.
22nd place if we can get that many players, which we won't.
Man.
Probably have 5 people there. But I don't know. It's enough notice. I mean, come on, people.
Can we all
Move on.
donate $22 to a charity? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, let's see if we can raise $222.
Let's do that. Yeah, that's our goal. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool.
I think that's a
That's
good plan. Freaking
Where's that?
LobsterCon raised $15,000.
Wow. That's
I thought it was more than that. I saw an email come out just a few days
Oh wait,
ago.
no, record staggering $24,193.
Yep.
Plus an additional $1,241 for the Saturday bake sale.
It was 25.
That's more than
grand.
$25,000 total for charity, including $4,400 worth of baby and toddler supplies.
I mean, that's pretty. That's like
176 clothing items, 119 toys, 79 books, 17 pieces of sex equipment, and some crib strollers and seats. So, pretty crazy turnout.
those are like big boy numbers, right?
They really are.
Yeah, for a bunch of Magic players.
A bunch of degenerate Magic players.
Yeah.
$24,000. Jeez. It might actually help somebody. Never thought that would help, and never thought that would happen.
Yep.
Dang. That's actually, yeah, that's got to be. Is that the world record, like, for old school donations, I guess?
I would think so. I can't imagine any
imagine.
other old school. All right, Doubleton, dude, we got to beat $25,000. Bring your freaking cash, boys. We're gonna
Well,
have mermaid
guess-
raffles. We're gonna.
I guess technically all we have to do is raise 12,500 because Brian will forget to give it to the charity, and then he'll feel bad and have to double it. So.
Yeah, so we got that going for us.
Just finally raffle off that Squire token, man. We'll get the money.
I gave it away.
He
I
gave it
couldn't
away.
Okay, wow.
They weren't that thrilled when they got it either.
I know.
Jesus, like, hang on, boys, I got something for you. And he goes to his binder, gets the crawl worm, giant dick, and the Clancy, and gives it to him, and they're like, oh, thanks.
It's
Wow.
probably sitting in the trash next to the mermaid calendar somewhere.
Oh, that was great. I never seen anyone less enthused to get a prize.
Oh well, I got plenty of Squire tokens.
It got me too. I'm like, oh, cool. Jason's got something to give out. Like, hang on, guys, hang on. I got something for you. Halfway through a bottle of whiskey or whatever he was in, he pulls out Clancy and gives it to who can say no to a free gift, right? I mean, come on.
So, anyway, I got plenty of Squire tokens. I can keep that going. So start numbering them.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe we'll have another pod before then. But anyhow, come on out, everyone. Brew, bring your stuff. Good luck getting second place. So it's going to be a big double prize for second place. So I got to apologize to my wife because I'm in love with a new mistress. The Library of Lang. Oh my God. Have you played this card?
That's a girl.
Sexy beast.
I had no idea. So I just actually it was during a game at LobsterCon. Someone used it with Bazaar Baghdad, and so I'm like, oh wow, that is good. So if you run Library of Lang, just so for anyone that doesn't know what it reads, it's you have no maximum hand size, and if a card forces you to discard, you can choose to put it on top of your library. So I know initially we talked about Land's Edge. It doesn't work because that's not forcing you.
Yep.
But there are a lot of things that force you to discard. And so Bazaar Baghdad is obviously the favorite because you draw 2 and then you choose 3 cards. You put them in the graveyard or you put them on top of the library. So you can put like 2 in the graveyard, 1 on top of your library. Put 2 on top of your library. But you know what's also awesome are cards like Wheel of Fortune. You know when you just don't want to wheel those last 2 freaking awesome cards. You got the balance and you got an ancestral, but you want to just wreck their play Wheel of Fortune, put 2 on top, put the rest in your graveyard. Draw those right back. It's so good.
So I oh yeah, you would. Yeah. Never mind, you would.
Yeah, you choose whenever you discard, you can choose if it goes to the graveyard or to your hand.
Yeah.
This also works with balance, which has been the greatest feel good I've ever had, because you hate to balance because you're like, damn it, the guy's got 1 card, but I got to kill his 3 creatures and his 2 lands, and I'm going to lose these 2 amazing. Oh wait, I'll just put them on top of my deck and draw them next turn. It's the greatest feeling ever. You know, I've just been so impressed by it. Now there are some other like corner cases. You know the card Recall. Discard X cards from your hand to bring S cards from your graveyard back. You can just put those on top of your library and get back something from your graveyard and then draw the card that you were going to discard anyhow. And maybe you want to throw 1 in the graveyard and 1 on top of your library and then draw it next turn. Or maybe you're getting back your ancestral anyhow, so now you're going to draw the things you were going to discard. Oh, so good. Jalem Tome. Draw a card, then put a card from your hand on top of your library, if you want. Much better card.
What about the card? It's like Aladdin, Sinbad.
Sinbad, yeah, exactly. So draw a card from your library, and if it's not a land, put it back on top of your library. Like, okay, why not? I don't know. It just honestly, it was like really Balance and Wheel of Fortune that kind of got me like aroused. I'm like, wow, that is so nice, because there's always just like 1 card. Like it's just that last one you don't want to pitch to Balance or whatever. But so, and let's talk Evan Ante. Contract from Below. Discard your hand. You can discard everything that you, except the few things that you want, put them on top of your library, and then draw 7. So you're guaranteed to get back the 1 or 2s that you want. I mean, God, is there a better feeling in the world than Library of Lang into Contract from Below with like 1 or 2 good cards in your hand? It's just phenomenal.
The best is Bizarre for sure, but yeah, that's still pretty nasty.
And then you want a really cool like corner case that might come up. If you don't want to deck yourself, use Disrupting Scepter and make yourself discard the card on top of your library. And then you just keep drawing the same 1 card over and over.
Oh, wow. So that's actually, it could be a win condition.
Yeah. So, you know, like everyone's like, oh, I'm going to run whatever it is to shuffle your library back in. But no, you just have the library because it's already been kicking ass through Balance and Wheels and everything else. So then you just start disrupting yourself, because Scepter is like, target player discards a card, activate this on your turn. So you can just draw it, put it back in your library. You can be at 1 card and just survive forever.
So, and obviously, like, the reason that this card is also played outside of these combos that other people aren't doing is they're using it with, like, Ivory Tower to have big hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ivory Tower is cool. I mean, that's an obvious one.
And Winds of Change is cool because you can stack up these big hands with land tax, and like your hand is mostly lands. And you're like, all right, time to Winds of Change. So you have like 12 cards in your hand, essentially. It's pretty janky, but
yeah, I mean, I've been trying to use it with Petrosphinx. Petrosphinx is almost awesome, except it doesn't quite the Oracle text is you flip a card over, and then if it name a card, then reveal the top card of your library. If that card's the named card, put it into your hand. If it isn't, put it in your graveyard. I wish it said if it isn't, discard it, because then you could put it back on top of your library, and then you would know. But it literally says to put it in your graveyard. So I thought I had the perfect partner. But still, Petra Sphinx is pretty cool when you do all the other crap. When you balance and it's your last card, you got a 3/4 out there. You're on mono white, and you're like, oh, okay. Guess what? I know exactly what my top card is. It's an Ancestor. I'll draw it now. I don't know, man. I'm into it. Yeah, I'm definitely really enjoying Library of Lang right now. Hadn't played it before, but what a great card. So I'd suggest anyone who wants to try it. There's probably some other things out there I'm not thinking about, but those were the ones that kind of jumped to my mind. Balance was so phenomenal.
Yeah, now here's something. So, like, in my mind, it's a card that I would never disenchant, right? So that's cool about it. It's gonna
exactly, yeah.
But
and if you do, I'm happy you disenchanted it, right?
No, because if you play balance, thinking that you're gonna get away with this amazing balance, and I don't need to worry about pitching the best card in my deck, because I'm just gonna put it on my deck, and I'm like, all right, disenchant Library of Lang in response to the balance. Then you're like, wow, fuck you, because so there is you need to do it in a timely manner. Now, not everyone knows what the hell you're doing with Library of Lang. Playing against me, I might hold Disenchant now and be like, oh, he's going to think he's going to be all slick and he's going to cast Wheel of Fortune. And in response, I'm just going to hit the right.
Yeah. Well, now that you're in on the new meta, everyone running Lang, because it's so good. It's going to be in every deck. You'll know how to combat it. Disenchant. I've heard that's a decent card.
Another thing is it does make these Hymn to Torok decks worse, which I do like. I don't like putting all this time and effort into Magic, and then somebody that's like, yeah, it's my first old school tournament, and they're just playing mono black Thrash and they just crush you. That is
Him's not a big deal if you can choose to put your best, because it's not one shit card and then oh god, not that one. Yeah, I needed that. That was my strategy. And now you just put it on top of your deck. I mean, it costs one. It's an artifact. It's splashable. I don't know. I mean, it is a card that does nothing, obviously, so it's not. But as far as if you want to maximize fun, it's up there with what was the mirror card? Sorry, why am I drawing a blank? Sorry.
The funnest card ever. Oh yeah, you mean the mask?
Illusionary Mask. Illusionary Mask is maximizing.
Does it do anything? It
does nothing, but God, is it fun. So if you don't want to go quite that hard on your fun factor, but you still want to you still have the desire to win occasionally, yeah, Library. That's the way to go. I picked up 2 alphas for $100 a piece, but now the deals are gone on eBay. So
those are shooting up, boys.
Yeah, so I'll keep looking around. It's an uncommon. It's so good in alpha. It's such a cool card.
I've got a really good miscut one actually.
Yeah, he's chilling in the same place, right outside that door is the Sentinel chilling there with his crown. Yeah. This was probably me in a former life. We have the same hairstyle, no hair. Just
bro needs to eat a sandwich or something. He's been reading these books too long.
He's read a shitload of. He's probably reading how to the best balance in the world book right now. That's probably what he's reading.
Yeah. Guy's gotten. that's Eric after a tournament where he's gotten hemmed by a $50 mono black deck.
Yeah, that's how I look on the way home.
Fuck yeah!
Sometimes I think about it, what if I just sold all my cards and just played the rack? Man, I'd win all these tournaments. I'd probably have more fun. Just chained down to these expensive fucking things. Why do I do it to myself? I'd win every tournament I played in. Just play $50 decks. 4th edition cards. Yeah, I don't mind the rack decks when they're pimped out, or at least in revised. But I'm like, dude, is that a 4th edition Royal Assassin?
Oh yeah, you know it. It's
At a
all in.
tournament? Oh, not the 4th. Like you went to TCG play, you're like, oh, this one's $1 less. Ugh,
I don't know. I'm glad it
Yeah, but
exists
you
because
have
when I
to-
talk to someone new, I want them to be able to come to old school. No, old too expensive. I'm like, I'll build you a deck right now for $25. Like for the cost of that freaking Max latte you got this morning, you can be in old school and play.
Is
So
it
I
even?
don't know.
You could build it for way less than $25. I think. What's the absolute cheapest deck that could win games? Mono black deck. I mean, I'm thinking like.
I don't know. I've
$40.
always thought we should have like an introductory Ebon Hand deck for like new players with like 4 orders, 4 hymns, maybe red black, get some bolts, and like something that they could actually get like win some games. And the whole thing is like $20, and you just have like 5 of them sitting around and just give them to new people.
You sell.
I don't know. It needs to be tuned probably, but I mean there is a lot of good options in just like mono black or black red or something like that. And
Yeah, you can really build some cheap. I mean, you think about like Curd Apes are nothing, Lightning Bolts are nothing.
Earn 'em.
Chronicles has like
Earnums are good.
Revised has like the Serendibs that are a couple bucks. I mean, you can make a pretty good deck for pretty cheap. I think people just get caught up, when they look online and everything like that. They see, oh, everybody's running Moxes, everybody's running Black Lotuses. I have to have them to win. But it's like, well, they just help. You don't have
Like,
to.
have you ever? It's the same thing with like, I mean, if I'm playing a video game or something, and I know that there's a sword that does like 1 more damage, I'm like, man, the sword ain't the best sword. I gotta go get the other sword. And that's
Sure.
like if I'm playing a deck that doesn't play dual lands, it's like the deck doesn't even exist. It's like it's just unfinished, and even though it's gonna play probably the same most of the time, without the dual lands, just oh man, this could be so much better.
Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of people that play games think that same way.
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, you don't have to drop $20,000 on a deck to at least be. Maybe you won't be ultra competitive, but you're also not just going to get run over. So,
Yeah.
I think it's good to have that.
So we got Thrash Bash confirmed. I haven't bought my ticket, but you guys already are signed up, yeah?
Yeah, they announced it today. Thrash Bash is September 30th, I guess.
September 30th.
All right. Yep. September 30th, Saturday. So we'll probably go up Friday, do Friday night, Saturday. If we get enough people, I'd love to get an Airbnb and just like jam cubes and stuff. I don't know. It was kind of cool hanging out in the bar. I guess I'm okay with that.
We had a lot of people at the bar. But then at like 11:30 at night or whatever, they're like, hey guys, we don't mind that you guys are playing cards here, but this turns into a nightclub at 11 or whatever. And like, it was a pretty dead bar. And all of a sudden this like Spanish music came on and the dancing salsa boys showed up and it was like crowded.
What is the deal with magic and salsa dancing being so closely tied together?
We're playing Magic in the same bar.
So you mean to tell me you had the opportunity to sit there and play Magic while there's a bunch of salsa dancing going on?
No, we were kicked out.
And you didn't do it?
We didn't. No, it was interesting. But I'm like, nah, get the hell out of here.
Damn.
Oh, damn! You can get a dagger earring on Amazon. That's pretty nice.
Sign me up.
We need to watch Thrash and like while we play Magic. We need to pregame something or other, just so you guys get it. I watched it last time on YouTube, and it was like spread out over like 10 YouTube videos. Somehow I found the whole Thrash, and it was so great.
So I haven't signed up for Thrash Bash yet, but it is on my wife's calendar that I will be unavailable that weekend. So
it says he's got it limited to 30 people.
Oh shit!
Is that right? Hang on.
I guess I better sign up.
Where did I see that at? Oh, 40. Capped at 40 participants. So yeah, you should sign up.
Yep, I'll go ahead and do that.
I think it just came out, but
I'll try to sign
that
up.
was such a fun event last year, and I don't know, it's gonna be hard to come up with another Hesh themed deck. I was really proud of what I did last year, and now I'm got zero thoughts for it right now, so I'm gonna have to really think on this thing.
Wall
So
rides,
is it gonna
dude.
is it gonna be the same thing? Okay, so most Hesh deck. So it's the same thing as last time. So okay.
Well, we got Eternal Central, but proxies are allowed, no counterfeits, good proxies, not the shitty ones. But I mean, I think they would still go for Jonathan's Moxes and stuff.
I mean, I don't even know what Hesh is. I've never fucking skated in my life, but whatever.
I don't know, dude. I think I pulled it off last year. I don't know if I can find my deck, but it was all like just as all in aggro as you can. Just
So that's
fucks
what that
given
means?
zero. Just
Okay, so
going
that's what
going
that means.
hard. Just
Okay.
ball lightning. It was all like my 6-3s, 6-1s, just wrecking it. So actually, land destruction. You know, I know that's your new mistress. You might be interested in doing that. So
just for my knowledge, what does Hesh? What does that mean? Is that like a
Like dirty punk rock with like broken glass and like you have lice, but like you're talented. So you're like a talented dude and choose to have lice. Like you could have money, but you're too punk rock. I mean, it's like the smoking section, you know. You got it, Jason. You're Hesh, dude.
you're
You
kind of
drink
Hesh.
you're drinking like a bottle of that Angel's Mercy or whatever at like 9 a.m. That was Hesh as hell. Like, just do what you did at Battle for Ohio, dude.
Yeah, that's
You know
pretty
what
Hesh,
it
but
is.
it's like,
Look at your knuckles. It's tattooed there right now. Did you forget?
yeah, when you drink a bottle of Angel's Envy at 11 a.m. because you have a hangover, that's pretty Hesh.
Yeah. You got it figured out.
all right?
That's good.
So I guess I just
We get to
found
play
out.
at Hogwarts.
Cool.
Did you go last year, Jason? I don't think you did.
No,
did you?
no, I didn't get to go.
Yeah, so we're actually at Hogwarts in Indiana. Kind of looks like it.
It's
But,
super.
yeah, it's
fancy,
a really cool
nice.
venue. Old castle looking place. And skateboard themed. So I'm pretty pumped out. We'll see if we can maybe get the other Ebon Hand back on here again. The original one, apparently.
Yeah, if we get a crew together and go up there, that would be awesome.
We'll get in. Limited to 40. It's going to be hot because it was a big success last year.
I'll definitely go on there and sign up.
Summer Derby's happening. I can't do the Summer Derby this year for the first time in like ever. Because I'm on vacation. So if anyone wants to sign up.
Just play Magic on vacation. Your family would be cool with that.
Oh yeah, they would love that. Yeah. I'm going to try to point out there's already 142 people participating, so I kind of want to reach out to Dave and see if he'll do Spice Files with us, because he used to do the Spice Files with the Beast of the Bay, and it was like honestly my favorite YouTube content on all the internet. I loved watching it, and I started, I got in some of them, so that made it even more special for me. But since I'm not part of it, and they've quit doing it, I think DFB would be down for maybe us going through, 200 deck photos, picking out the top spice and doing a podcast about it. So I might reach out to him on that. If you guys are down for doing such a thing. But
our fans crave content. I'll do.
They do. I've learned that the fans love the content that we deliver. For whatever reason, I had such a great deck too. I really wanted to play Summer Derby. I had a whole new brew based on LobsterCon, but it improved. I almost wanted to pay the $20 just to upload my photo and drop, but the entire batch won. I'm on vacation, so I'm just gonna skip it this year. It's kind of a shame. I do love fucking with Europeans, and I mean, my favorite thing still is, oh yes, you Americans play the funny cards or whatever they always say.
You played like a legendary creature, right?
Yeah, it was he's destroy creature with an enchantment on it. What's that called?
Ramsey's Dark Overlord.
Yeah, Ramsey's. Yeah, I played Ramsey's. Is like, oh, you Americans play the funny cards, and he's on like full baited out the deck. I beat him one game and I almost took him down. It was great when he couldn't kill my like fourth Ramsey. So he's like, what is wrong with you fucking Americans?
Yeah,
just play Serendip. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So are you going to be like on vacation for the whole thing, or are you just going to be on vacation for like the portion of it, or?
Like it starts, I think, like tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah.
And I've got the kids and work, and then I leave Friday afternoon for vacation. Don't come back until the 2nd. So it's like there's nothing worse in my life than missing one day of work. So somehow I'm gonna miss 7 days now, which will be like, so I'm gonna be waking up at like 5 a.m. while the family's fucking snoozing like babies and doing emails and trying to keep shit alive. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not in a good position for vacation, but you got to take it or it doesn't happen. So I get it. I know the game, whatever. But so it would just be too much. I just know it wouldn't work out, and it's really hard to schedule people anyhow. So,
dude, I just got a sick new combo that I'm making. I'm looking for Hesh cards right now.
You just put Hesh in the old app.
Yeah, so I don't even know how to. I think it's called Feint or Feint. Feint.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So all creatures blocking target attacking creature becomes tapped. Target attacking creature and all creatures blocking it deal no combat damage. So play like that with like black aggro and then like Royal Assassin. So you just like attack him with a bunch of stuff and like, why the hell do you attack me with like Black Knights? I have a Sarah Angel. And then you're like Feint it and Royal Assassin their stuff. It's an instant speed. I can kill anything with a Royal.
All creatures blocking targeted creature.
Feint Royal Assassin, dude. It's pretty sweet.
That's pretty sweet. I mean, that bow he's got is awesome. I don't know why he doesn't have an arrow in there.
He's a dumb orc.
Yeah.
I guess
he's dealing no
faking him
combat.
out. Is that what's going on there? I've never really paid that much attention to the art, but yeah,
he's tapped and dealing no combat damage.
I mean, the dude is ripped. I mean, look at those muscle tone, and I mean, what's that thing called down here? Like on your
forearm?
Not your bicep. What's that? Your forearm? I mean, he's got a forearm muscle. Looks like my calf, and he's jacked with a sweet helmet. Not a freaking arrow to be found. This other guy next to him holding all the arrows.
Yeah, he got fainted.
He just fainted.
That's pretty cool. Have you ever seen the flavor text on Orcish Spy? That is the funniest flavor text for that.
I'm sure I have, but I can't.
ORC.
This one?
No. Maybe is it Goblin Spy? Maybe.
There's so many different arts.
Is that one?
No, dang, it must be. Why can't I? Maybe it isn't that one.
It looks.
Maybe it's not even. I think it's actually a pre-modern card. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Dang, it's a spy of some sort. It might be
Look at
Goblin
this.
Spy. Goblin Spy, dude. Yeah, that's the funniest one. Goblin Spy.
Isn't he on our side? Yep. Why is he spying on us? Don't ask.
He has been spying on his own team, dude. I love that card. Play with the top card of your library revealed. Like, it's the dumbest card ever.
What? Just the worst. Yeah. That's what you get for
It's
using the
still
goblin
good.
as your spy.
It's still good because it's like a 1/1 for one in a goblin deck. Like it's still all right, you know. It's the funniest card ever. I thought that was an old school card. Never mind.
It's all right.
Yeah, that just reminded me of the faint like a dumb ogre.
Yeah,
This spy isn't bad.
it kind of gives me the same vibes as like that newer card. It's called like Conspicuous Snoop. It's a goblin, and he's like, you know, he's supposed to be sneaking around, but he's just like staring right through the window. Everybody's like looking at him. Like,
He's supposed to be sneaking, dude. That's really funny artwork. That's funny, man.
That's good. Hey, while I'm thinking about, what do you guys think about adding some new bordered cards to the big cube, like just the super good ones, like
Oko or something.
Eldrazi, Jace. I don't know.
No, I don't.
I kind of miss some of those things. I was thinking about just dropping like 30 new bordered cards into the cube. My initial thought was just to build the holiday cube, but then I looked at the price and it's like $20,000 or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But I think a lot of that might be the power and stuff, which we could proxy. I don't know. A lot of newer cards are pretty cheap.
you know, so like you've got old school and you've got pre-modern. Like the next thing, so like if anybody ever played modern Magic, modern was fucking amazing up until like what?
4 or 5 years ago or
something
something.
like yeah, it was so good up until they started
sucked.
like kind of going nuts.
Once Ujin came out, Tron was too good. I don't know. I feel
That was around that time. That was Fate Reforged.
Yeah, like do you put Splinter Twin? Do you put Eldrazi's and Reanimator? Do you do things like that, or is that too crazy?
No way. If you do that, I'm just like, dude, no, I don't want to play the cube. Let's just play old school. Like you got like think of your play group like Jonathan, Patrick, like those guys. They don't play any new Magic. Like
yeah, but Jonathan doesn't know anything. He doesn't fifth edition. He's confused. He's like, what the hell?
Old school.
What's Shadow? Never heard of Shadow. I mean, he's pretty lost pretty quick. I can't build a cube based on Jonathan.
Old school, but it's your play group. Like I know, I
love the guy, but I mean, he just sometimes has to learn.
Dude, I'm not trying to play freaking Jace the Mind Sculptor. What? I would play Vintage if I was gonna play with some new cards.
Yeah, it's like a vintage cube. I don't want to play vintage, but I wouldn't mind drafting some vintage cards. I don't know. All right, anyhow, that's not good content.
Not really. I don't play.
All right, the only other topic I had for tonight was fork. I've been trying to figure out some good fork decks. So what? Like, all right, so I want a deck with 4 forks.
You have to.
And we got different color combinations. So, like, what's the best? Let's start early. Mono red. Like, what's the best things to fork in mono red?
Lightning bolt.
Yeah, bolt, chain lightning, fireballs probably.
I played like 3 of those in my Gauntlet Might deck. You just want a fireball. It's pretty sweet with shooting star.
Oh, shooting star would be cool.
If you miss, or you can deal 6, so you can kill about everything. And 5 mana for Wrath of God is really not that bad.
Doing 6 to everything is really good.
And
you get to rearrange them after your first one, so you can blow up your own rook eggs and stuff the first time. If you miss, you put them back in there. If not, you just Falling Star is sick.
Yeah, the fork in mono red is just. I mean, it's basically just if you're a burn deck, it's basically just whatever burn card you've got in your hand at the time.
But then there is tremendous amount of strategy for a little bit of bigger brain red players is forking your opponent's cards.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only way in a mono red deck besides Chaos Orb to destroy Circle Protection red. is in the hopes that your opponent plays disenchant on like a factory or something that you have, and then you fork the disenchant to destroy the circle protection rate. And of course, you get to like fork ancestral recall and stuff, but this is like a mandatory sideboard card if playing goblins or something against a white deck.
Yeah, I mean it's a given that you want to fork their cool stuff, obviously with 4 forks. I'm just trying to think of what's the best. So red's not bad. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, is the obvious one blue, just to be able to fork your own ancestrals, fork your own time walks, fork your own brain geyser. I mean, you can brain geyser for see 2, you're still getting 2 extra. You might as well just pay 4. Brain geyser is pretty a shit card to fork. There's no real advantage to forking a Wheel of Fortune or a Time Walk, is there?
So I had a deck.
You mean Twister? Yeah.
Yeah, I had a deck that played Land's Edge, and so if you Wheel of Fortune, and then in response to your wheel you fork it. When the fork resolves, you draw 7, and then you have a chance to discard lands and throw them at your opponent.
Oh damn!
Before the next
wheel
resolve.
So there is an advantage. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah. But, that's only if you're playing burn, because the opponent can start throwing lands at you as well. So
yeah. That's pretty cool. You got like Fork Shatter. Pretty simple.
So you do get a chance in between.
Yeah.
So if you fork a wheel, you get a chance in between to do some shit.
Yeah, you get
a lot of mana. I mean, you just spent 2 to fork it and 3 to play the wheel, but
yeah, after your fork, because your fork, so it goes on the stack, so you get your Wheel of Fortune, and then you respond to your wheel with your fork. So then you've got those 2 on the stack, and then once the fork resolves and you draw 7, there's a chance to respond again to your to the original Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
So that was what was that format that we were trying to mess around with, like at the beginning of the year?
Chess format.
Chess format. That was my chess deck. But then we never played it again, so it's just like sitting here and shaking.
It's still kind of a rule, really. I don't know. It's still a thing. So you can fork that card that you flip coins whenever, like, to deal damage.
Yeah, that's pretty bold. What about, like, I think green is really solid because you can fork a Berserk, you can fork a Giant Growth, you can even Crumble, you can take out 2 artifacts.
If you're in red, you're not playing Crumble, you're playing Shatter, dude.
Well, I'm saying, all right, so let's move off red. So red's a pretty good.
But if you're playing fork, you're already in red. So you're not gonna play. It's like playing Crumble.
You wouldn't play Crumble over fork.
Yeah, right.
Over Shatter. Yeah. All right. Good point.
Yeah, and see, this is kind of the problem with fork is it's real easy to go into like Magic Christmas Land with this card.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because so fork in like a mono red deck where you just like fork a lightning bolt. Okay, well that's not that bad because your whole deck is basically full of lightning bolts. So you draw a fork and there's a good chance that you're either going to have something in your hand or you're going to draw something, you're going to be able to use that fork. When you start getting into like, well, I'm going to fork a Berserk. Okay, now you have to have a fork, you have to have the 2 red, you have to have the pump spell, and you have to have the creature.
A big creature.
So it's real easy to get kind of lost.
It's definitely best with Goblin Grenade, like Goblin decks just play fork for the pure chance of dealing 10 damage. So it's almost a combo card for goblins.
Yeah, it's super good goblin. Right? I've been killed many a time by a forked Goblin Grenade. It's a powerful card. I mean, what about black? Black doesn't really do much. Every good black card's like double black, too. So you're in 2 red, 2 black. So, I mean, it'd be Christmas Land again to fork like a hymn. And just,
there was that card in green we're talking about, Sandstorm.
Yeah, true.
Sandstorm's cool because it does 2 damage to all attacking creatures. You're angry.
Mhm.
Black, I don't know if there's really much.
I mean, white. Is there any value
Yeah.
in
Okay. So we were talking
fork
about
and
this.
swords, fork and disenchant?
Fork. Yeah. You get swords and disenchant, which is awesome. But so check this out. You ready for this? Forking a righteousness on a spirit-linked creature, dude. Righteous.
There you go. Game
RIG.
14
Yeah. Well, plus the attacking.
plus
so, and if
whatever. Yeah.
And imagine if the
No,
creature
it's gonna be
was-
defending. It's gonna be
Yes,
defending.
defending creature. So if you have a tracker, you make it a 9 plus 7, a 16. So you gain.
Yeah, but
16
tracker's
life.
not defending. You gotta be defending.
No, and then you fight something after. So then you gain 32 life in 1 turn. It
I
just,
see what you're saying about Magical Christmas Land, Jason. That's a good point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Forking a righteousness on a spirit-linked creature, man. That's the coolest. But
If you,
white's
if you
really
play
good.
if you play all these terrible cards and fork, you can gain some life.
Oh, you could play that one. It's like counter spell unless they pay 1. You can fork it, so it's unless they pay 2.
Force spike?
Yeah.
Fork a force spike?
There you
Dude,
go.
that's livid. That'd be a
It might
great
be
day.
livid. Oh, here's a black card you could do. Sacrifice. Fork a sacrifice and add a
Ooh.
huge amount of how much mana we need. How big of a drain life do we need here? I've been really big into cards like Sacrifice and that Metamorphosis card right now. I think that there's huge things to do with that. Especially in Preacher.
Freaking times Dan Frazier used that same background for every art he does. He didn't even care.
I mean,
Yeah.
fork and sacrifice is like forking the goblin grenade, right? It's great,
Yeah.
but now you have to have the creature, you have to have the sacrifice, you have to have the fork, and then you have to have another creature,
You have some reason to put it on something.
and then you have to have
Yeah.
something to use all this mana for.
It's good with Bloodlust. I got curious. Went to Instants and Sorceries of all things. Bloodlust is nasty. Like hits if a Grim Sprite, Bloodlust, and a fork is hitting somebody for 9.
These fucking sprites are pissed. Yeah.
So is the ultimate conclusion mono red with a splash of blue? Is that what we're talking about?
Oh,
for
I think
fork?
green's good too. Green's pretty solid. White's good too. You would play if you're playing all Instants and Sorceries, play Swords, Disenchant.
I mean,
blue
fork and
spells.
swords is a pretty devastating blowout. It's like a one-sided
Dude,
Wrath of God, probably.
that's
Yeah.
really gross.
I mean, you got terror in black. You know, if you're looking for black cards that you can fork, you can always fork a terror.
Look how happy the guy is on Sacrifice. I mean, that is one terrifying motherfucker right here. This kid's just so chill. This guy tied up with the world's worst Bob Wow.
I can get out of that, dude. I can get out of that.
Like that guy with the knife.
Oh
It's like a Friday. He's getting off work. He's thinking about the weekend.
His head's not in the game. The ritual is gonna fail. He's distracted, dude.
Yeah,
And this is about to get out of that.
Poor fucking Jack White there. He's just getting ready to get sacrificed.
Hey, what if you
Jack
forced
White is screwed, and it's all because the guy's holding his hair. Like, no, just don't pull my hair. It's fine. Go ahead, take my kidney.
dude,
Wow.
that bot that's holding that dude down sacrifice is awful. Like,
Yeah, this one casual hand with 3 fingers is holding this guy down.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that
He's like barbed wired to his own dick or something. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like you can literally just loosen that rope by just shaking it a little. Just like flex your cap and you can get free.
Yeah.
Like
and that
nope.
dude's clearly distracted. Like, he does not have his head in the game. He's tired.
No,
of
he's
sacrificing.
thinking about like he just got a hot text from his girlfriend or his team won the game or something. He's not thinking about what he's doing here. Huh.
We could fork an Inferno and do 14 to everything.
That's goes back to I wanted to have a magic achievement app, and it's just like
Yeah.
you have to do these achievements. I'd have to make it work. I have to know like current magic, but
Dude,
I would
you
love
could
to
do-
make a list of old school achievements, and forking an Inferno is definitely an achievement.
What
And
about, so
live.
there's like those cards like Typhoon deals 1 damage to each opponent for each island they have. So you just play that in the sideboard of your fork deck. So it's like, oh, you're playing blue, I'm gonna freaking fork a Typhoon at you. So I think the answer of a fork deck is it's like a very red core, but then you play like Birds of Paradise and play all the best instants and sorceries.
What's the card that does 2 to everything? There's a. Is it a green card does 2?
It's like the winds. It's like that card's sweet. Okay, it's 1 and X. I'll find it. This
Yeah.
card is so good. I play this in every mono green sideboard. This card is so busted. It's a green and X. It's called this card is really good. Winter Blast.
That's it. Yes.
Dude, this card,
Thank
Winter
you.
Blast, is seriously just a good card without fork. So
Is that the one that like taps everything or something?
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
if it's flying, it deals 2 damage. So this is like your best bet against Hypnotic Spectre in a mono green deck. Really good mono black hate.
So you play green and 2, and then fork it for 5. That's reasonable.
Well, no, you can pay 4 mana and now kill Sarah Angel.
But you got it does X damage. Yeah, so you do green 1, choose Sarah, fork it.
So
Mhm.
5 damage kills 2 Sarahs. 4 damage kills 1 Sarah.
Yeah, I'm digging this. I love Winter Blast. Seems awesome.
The card's good, dude.
Yeah, I think if you're playing green and you've got the fork in your hand and you're playing Winter Blast, then I don't know, back to Magic Christmas Land, but
You already
Tap-
won.
you just tap all their shit and you attack, and then you fork your Berserk that you're holding in your hand, right?
Right. That's
Winter
probably a
Blast.
better option. Yeah.
What
just
about, like,
fork their
red,
shit
green?
and tap their shit and then fork your berserks? Yeah.
So what about red green land destruction? Like that's pretty gross because like it costs 5 to fork something, but you're ahead in mana against, right? Like 4 Stone Rain, 4 Ice Storm.
Forking an ice storm. God.
And then you get to play 4 Land of War Elves and 4 Birds of Paradise, which you should do in land
My
destruction
face
anyways.
did the ice storm graphic when you said forking an ice storm. I looked just like that guy.
Yeah, that's gross. And then I think we're probably right that these are the best colors for it.
Yeah, red green. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that because like my land destruction deck plays sinkholes, and I was thinking, well, maybe the sinkholes should just be forks, and then I just fork
Fork your
the
stone rain. Yeah.
rest of this. But then I was like, well, sinkhole's good because I can do it on turn 2.
Yeah, but the mana on that is ridiculous, dude. Yeah, no, I'm kind of digging this because
Or go 2 colors and play.
in late
Light.
game, like 1 stone rain sort of is like not that big a deal. You double stone rain somebody, that sucks.
Yeah,
That turns the tide right there. You just like went from 5 lands back to 3. Like, next turn, like ice storm. Now you're at 2.
And you're also going to be playing in land destruction. You need to play Shatter or Crumble or something. You could probably actually. Here's the thing: in a red green deck, you could play Crumble over Shatter because you're wanting to hit the Moxes. So play Crumble instead. You're right. I take back what I said earlier.
Yeah,
Just
red
play
green,
Crumbles
crumble.
And those are land destruction spells. 1 green mana.
Yeah, hitting the boxes, hitting the
And
soul
factors.
ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
you
other
can
thing
fork
about
that easier.
The other thing about, that I was thinking about with fork over, the sinkholes is, yeah, you can't blow up a land on turn 2, but then at the same time, the longer the game goes, the worse those sinkholes go. But those forks are such utility that, you can use it on your bolts, you can use it on the opponent's shit, you can, do whatever. So
I almost think you have to, in a land
What are
destruction
their
deck,
black-
if you blight, if you don't destroy. If you don't destroy a land on turn 2, you're gonna lose. Like you have to play a land war elf, a mox, or a birds, and hit a stone rain or an ice storm.
I don't know that.
If you're going second, there's no way you're gonna win. If you're going first, maybe you can do it.
I don't
What
know.
other black cards do you play, Jason?
I'd have to test that.
You can play Blight and Evil.
What other
Presence.
black cards are you playing? I mean, it's double black for a single. What other black are you playing in that deck?
Demonic Tutor.
That's it, huh?
That's about it. Yeah.
Man, I feel like for the mana correction and the fun factor of Fork, I feel like that's a much better option.
But what
Yeah,
if
it
you
might be.
cut? What if you cut green, or what if you cut red and then just went with more black and played Blight and Evil Presence? So you play green black and then you play Elves of Deep Shadow and Land War Elves, and then play Evil Presence, Blight, and then play Pendlehaven's Script Sprites. I think I like that deck actually more.
There's no Fork in there, but okay, sure.
Yeah, I just we're talking about land destruction now.
Thanks for derailing my segment. Jeez.
Yeah.
How
Also,
about you screw the stupid
all this
Forks?
land destruction talk lately has now got me. I've not done it officially, but I keep wanting to put Equinox in my sideboard because I play white all the time. It's the perfect. It is like the absolute best freaking.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
so
it's
sweet.
so good. It's
If you guys start playing forking like Ice Storm decks, I'm seriously gonna be playing like 3 of these in my sideboard.
so if you counter the first Ice Storm, does the Fork still work or no?
Yeah, the Fork still goes off.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, I don't know. My land destruction deck is on version 1.0, right? So I've already changed it up because I realized that having 3 million time vaults in there was not.
Yeah, that was pretty
great.
dumb. About the third time ball you played for no reason. It was not that good. It was.
What
Yeah,
if you
so-
fork Twiddle? Forking Twiddle for Time Vault?
I mean,
That's an achievement too, I think, honestly. You fork a Twiddle for a double time vault extra turn? I mean, holy crap. But you're going to take 2 extra turns and you're just going to draw a card to replace your Twiddle and then replace your fork.
It's just
not
drawing
parity. Like, so I don't know that that's that great, but all right. You got something good down. All right. Well, I don't know that we solved. Maybe we solved this. I think we did. All right. I'm going to build the 4 fork deck.
I think it can be like 4 colors. The fork deck is 4 colors for sure. Fork and healing salves, dude.
Oh man, you're living on the edge when you do that. Yeah, fork is the ultimate achievement card, I think.
yeah. I mean, you play it like I said. I was playing it in like a blue-red style burn deck, and sometimes you just fork a fucking mind bomb, and like it's pretty good.
No one's ever forked a mind bomb.
Oh,
That's never happened.
That happens, dude.
That's never happened.
That's
I've done
totally
that all
happened.
times. I've done it all kinds. It's like fork mind bomb. I'll take 6. What are you doing? And you're sitting there holding like a handful of lightning bolts. It's like they either discard their hand or they take 6 damage.
There it is, boys. The fork deck box.
Oh shit!
Dang, that's legit.
Shattered.
Nice.
I think the mind bomb has been forked. Also, something that's cool, if you wanted to build the ultimate, like if you wanted an achievement, the most damage ever done. You finished Gauntlet of Might now, Dad? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can like, what is the most damage you could ever do in old school is like berserking a Shivan Dragon with a Gauntlet of Might out, and then like forking the berserk, right?
Forking the
Like,
berserk.
like just you can hit somebody for like 900. Like that is the absolute most damage you can do is with Gauntlet of Might and fork.
That's
Forking,
interesting. Like what the maximum damage you can do in old school, like 1 infinite.
yeah, like 8 Berserks on a Shivan Dragon with like 80 mana out or something with Gauntlet of Might and Candelabra. I don't know, like 900 or something. Not over 1,000, I don't think. But should we build that deck? Red, green, Shivan
Maybe we
Dragon?
should just have that as an outstanding like challenge.
Ooh, a bounty. Like first person gets like an altar by
like
Jason.
I mean,
First person to reach over
Take
1,000.
2. I here's a shot. I replaced my Bolts with Shocks. I don't want Jason's damn altar of Clancy 2.0.
I mean, Shivan Dragon looks like a big dick, so we can.
Dude, I have a Shivan Dragon dick altar, man.
Yeah, I did. I did altar. Was that unlimited?
Yeah, no, it's revised.
It was
It's like
revised, but
30
it was
bucks or something.
beat.
25
It was
bucks.
rough shape. I just put a big dick on Shivan. Eric was sad that day, but he won it. So
it was like one of those, like, you could just put your initials like right there.
yeah, I could, but nah, he's got a ball sack and Shivan's male today. It's
So
his pronouns.
Last time I mentioned that I was getting the Radagast Birds of Paradise altar that's being painted right now. I did follow through with that. The bird nest.
Very nice.
So, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to get like an altar like every 3 podcasts or something.
Which who are you having do the altar?
Dude, somebody on Instagram. I don't have Instagram
okay.
on my phone.
Just
so
if you go on Instagram and
AS?
look at altars, you'll find him.
I think it's
There's not that
AS
many.
altars.
No.
I've heard of that guy. Yeah.
It's like $100 an altar, and they're really good. It's like kind of my budget, like 100. I don't want to go. The 500 is a little bit too much, unless you're doing like moxes like you do. But for just
I gave up on Brossard. He was like so far out. He was like 2 years behind, and
yeah,
he lost his vision. And I don't know. Poor guy was the best, but
yeah.
I haven't seen much from him lately. Dick Geyser was the best, the pinnacle of his career, I think. I don't know. Seen Dick Geyser?
I mean, it's hard to come back from something like that. So.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it. It's
I don't
too
know
good.
I don't know if I've seen it.
You got this saved on your computer? Like, how do you even find that picture?
I don't know. I was just trying to find it under.
I didn't know if you had it. Like, it's
No,
right here.
it
Hold
is so good.
Yeah, I typed in Dick Geyser in Google and not much.
No, don't do that. Sorry to
Uh,
fuck up your algorithms. Now you're gonna
I have to delete my fucking browsing history.
be yeah. I have to get a new computer, honestly.
Oh well.
I'm lucky to see if I can find it or not.
I typed in Brain Geyser Brossard and nothing came up.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh well, if we find it, then we can put it in the
The show notes. I don't even
yeah,
have
in
these
the
show notes. Yeah,
or in the picture at the end of the episode or whatever. I don't know. However you do that, voodoo witchcraft.
I don't know. You guys got any other topics for tonight, or we call it a pod? I got some other things, but I think we can wait till the next one.
Yeah, we got to save some content so we can keep it going, right?
Yeah, we gotta space things out a little bit.
Yeah, we don't want to just blow our load like a Dick Geyser.
Well, let's play the fork deck, build it up, and we'll have a next episode. We'll talk about if it's good. That's all we should do.
I've been wanting to play Four Forks.
You know you have to, and then we'll talk about it. Then we'll talk about a new card, and then I'll build it, and then we'll just go back and forth. That's how we should do it. Like, well, guys, turns out Fork sucks. On to the next card. Weakness. That card. That's the card I always want to play. Weakness.
What is
All right,
it?
boys? Weakness. It's like 1 black for -2/-1 enchantment. That card's pretty badass. For 1 black?
Badass is strong, but it seems like playable, maybe, yeah.
That seems fun.
You know, a card I always liked that's not old school, but it's in that it's pre-modern. It's in Alliances. Was Contagion.
Yeah.
It's like double weakness, but it's got that whole like force of will thing with it.
Yeah,
Love
that
that
art's super
card.
cool.
The art with the cat with the eyes.
It's scary, dude.
Yeah. I'm down
Dude,
with
old black cards scared a lot of people growing up.
I've wanted to do some kind of a like Alpha Alliances, but no Ice Age. Like old school plus homelands plus alliances.
Old school summer vacation, dude. No winter allowed.
No winter, yes. This would be our
What-
summer derby.
Let's do it when we're sick of winter. We're done with winter. We're done with the ice age.
So done with winter. No Ice Age allowed.
So February.
But,
This
so
play,
but I mean, it does. It kind of like puts focus on alliances, right? Because I mean, alliances has a lot of cool stuff, and Ice Age always like overshadows it because everyone's like playing Necro and all the cool, all that shit. But there's so much cool stuff in Ice Age. But if you get rid of Ice Age, it's a pretty cool, unique format.
But if you're wanting to do like really like the summer format, you should. I mean, Alliances. It's still called an Alliances, so you should just say old school plus Mirage.
Mirage, dude.
Yeah.
This is
Ooh.
the best set. Old school plus Mirage is badass. That's super cool. I'm super down with that. Let's do that after Doubleton. That's it. Old school plus Mirage. Nothing banned. Eternal Central rules.
There we go.
All right, browser's been busy. Let's see if we can find this thing.
Man, Brian's going deep to see this.
Dude, yo, he
I'm
really
looking for
is.
this freaking thing. It's the greatest Magic card out there, and I don't own it, and I'm aware of it. I just wanted to see someone play it against me, and it'd just be the best day of my life. Like, oh my
It's a
god,
bet.
you have the Dick Geyser.
It would bring way more excitement than the One Ring ever would.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Imagine if you were playing like Ante or something, and you won the game, and they flipped it over, and it was Dick Geyser. It was like, I have it. Now it's mine.
See. Nah, no one would anti-Dick Geyser.
We
It's
should
too
make
good.
like that, like how we've been making the Moxes. You can just get cards printed off. We should just have Dick Geysers to give out to people. Just literally steal Brossard's picture and just print like
just
a
steal
thousand
his
of them
picture
all.
and just print it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, AI is going to be worse than we are, right? We're going to
Did I
pass
just
out like
see,
10 of them.
Oh,
Did
that's
I just
good.
see a fucking set of Power that was Taylor Swift?
He did, yes. Yeah,
Really? Taylor
yeah.
Swift?
I mean,
It's not Power
Jeez.
9. It's just
yeah, it's a monster.
Oh,
Swift
okay.
Spear. Swift,
Okay.
right? Get it? Swift Spear.
Oh.
That's an awful joke.
Because
Why?
why not, dude?
And why not?
It's Taylor Swift. I don't even know anything that she does. I don't know. I guess I listen to metal, so I'm like, wow, that's fucking lame.
She sings songs and stuff.
Huh.
Girls
Okay.
like her.
Oh, maybe a girl plays that deck. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't relate to women often.
This is probably not a girl's deck here.
Yeah, this is a heavy metal deck right here, dude. Holy shit. That's crazy.
Devastating, terrifying shit.
Shit going on that art.
God, man, I'm gonna be looking for the Dick Geyser for a while. Sorry, guys.
He probably took it off. He was like, yeah, this is getting wild.
Feel like a failure.
Yeah.
I bet it's on the All Things Considered because he's the guy that has it, yeah?
Oh, he has all this shit. I know. Yeah. What if I just search Dick in the altar category?
Looks like we lost Jason. His wife
Whoa.
walked in. Oh, his computer, he took up the Geyser. He's got a virus now, dude. Team stopped working.
We should talk more shit about him when he's not here. It's so fun talking about people when they're not here. Oh, hey, Jason, what's up, buddy?
I was so excited to look up this dick altar, and I just like Googled it right over top of my Teams meeting.
Nice.
Started Googling dicks and had to log off for a few. I get it.
Yep.
Sure.
You know me.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna see if I can find it before the next one. How about that?
All right. I'm sure
Sounds good.
I'm sure we could just post it on Discord and somebody will have it. Picture of it. But
I always like the concept of show notes. I just don't know how to do them.
oh well.
We don't need show notes.
We don't need no stinking show notes.
Need no show notes, y'all.
All right, boys. Well, next episode, I guess we're talking Mirage Old School. Sounds sweet.
Oh my god, that would be such a crazy format. I do like the idea of it.
It's cool.
I love to brew weird shit, so I mean that's probably perfect. But
Well, so like in Magic, now this is super nerdy, but like the story is you're a planeswalker and you can like essentially Rick and Morty nerd magical Christmas shit teleport to other like planes, right? So it's just
Right.
we're in Dominaria where like Old School takes place, so we boom shoot to where Mirage takes place. It's not really that crazy of a format, is it? Like, oh, it's like that's the new thing. I mean, they go to Lord of the Rings now. They went to Middle Earth or whatever. So Old School wizards can just go to Mirage Wizard Place.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even that crazy of a format. It makes sense.
Sure. Yeah. If you care about that kind of stuff.
I don't like that. I've always liked the idea of just like every year we just allow one new set. Next year, Old School plus Visions. This year, Old School plus Mirage. Old School plus Weatherlight. You get one extra set. And all
We're
that
gonna be
shit's
like-
not that expensive.
We're gonna be like, 80 or whatever, and it's like Old School plus War of the Spark.
Maybe. I was gonna say fuck you, but then I'm like, I don't know. You might be onto something. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I gotta
Wizards
say
does
shit.
three-
I don't know.
They do 3 sets a year, right? So it would take a long time to do one
Yeah.
set a year.
Yeah.
Let's hope I'm fucking old enough to be Old School plus Gate Crash. We finally got there, boys.
Oh shit! Here comes
It's-
Gideon.
About to get real.
Well, all right. Another
All
banger.
right, I think that's a podcast. Appreciate everyone's help, and I'm gonna be here all night long looking for fucking goddamn dick guys there. It's so well done, Jason. You'd be so impressed with the quality. I can't find it.
Well,
I have to reach out to him.
Godspeed to you. Spending all night looking at dicks.
I'll
Yeah.
see you guys. Go to photos and just type in Brain Geyser, and maybe you screenshotted it at some point.
Probably did. Probably have 6 of them on here if I look around long enough.
I didn't, but I see screenshots of the decked app, so it definitely works. All right, I'll see you guys.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
See you, everybody. Bye.
We'll see you.
We'll have to call out what we're doing so that the listeners.
I don't think the
Do I have to
listeners
turn off the
care.
music, or do we?
No way.
Oh, okay.
I'm just messing
Okay.
around. I have no idea
All
what
right.
it's gonna do.
This is gonna be bad.
There we go.
It's gonna be some bad
Do I
content.
need to?
We're gonna
do I need to
delete it,
Turn on
probably.
The oh, you've got that.
It's probably
I got two,
garbage.
I don't know.
Like
You
my-
got the three-way app, I'm sure.
I don't know.
I know your
I don't know if
lifestyle.
I can do 3 ways on this.
Easy.
You guys, you California boys, living the 3-way life.
These damn
7
cards.
lands, that's good, right? You land destruction, guys.
should probably-
Seems amazing.
You should probably keep that.
Keep. Screw y'all.
Oh shit! Look at this, boys.
Oh snap! All right, cool. I can save my phone battery. All right, so who's going first then?
Not me. I got a shovel.
How's this
Oh,
work?
no, come on. Not the damn worthless coin.
You can't even tell if it's heads
All
or
right.
tails, bro.
Let's do this. Ultimate old school one. This is what I used to do when I was a
Rochambeau?
kid. No.
No.
What does that even mean?
Each of them balls. No,
Two.
yeah.
Two.
The bottom card of your deck, highest converted mana cost.
You
Whoever
just
has
roll
the
whatever.
best.
So 5.
Ain't nobody
you
beating
go
a
with mana
5.
cost?
Yeah, converted mana cost.
I lose because
Yeah, you got nothing over 5.
I've got his 1 or 2.
I'm really happy to see both winter orbs in the bottom of your decks. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Is it? Are they?
No, he's not playing winter orb. Right? You got winter orb. He's got something else.
What the fuck?
Whatever this is, I'm playing it.
This app
What are you asking about gender?
garbage.
Just
This is garbage.
she, he, and it.
Social
That's
security
my,
number.
I can't use
That's my
it.
pronouns.
All right, I'll keep this.
So yeah, I guess I won.
Yep, you won.
Play mountain. Go ahead. Do I draw?
I don't know.
I don't know. Decide.
It's not my format.
We're doing it live.
We're gonna vice old Brandon there.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
Can I use your
Nice one.
app to even take damage?
Yep.
Nah, I did it just for you, baby. All right,
Good job.
draw.
Bison for 3, 17.
And then this guy and this guy.
Your listeners
So,
need to know what's happening.
Volcanic Island, Mox Ruby.
Copy artifact. Copy the vice.
On to.
Do I have to pick a target?
Yeah, you got to pick an opponent.
I don't have to pick an opponent, do I?
If opponent. Oh wait, does that just
All
work? No,
opponents.
that doesn't work on
I
everybody.
can make it work for
Everybody.
everybody. I
All
don't
right,
care.
it works for everybody.
Works for
Everybody's
everybody.
getting vices.
Yeah, we're all getting vice. Why did I say that?
This
Yeah,
game's
that
going to be
sucks.
over before this
Yeah, I'm out of this
podcast
in no
comes
time.
out. Go ahead.
All right, so my upkeep, I'm taking 4 from the 2 vices. All
This game's trash. Don't play it.
right, this will be a quick recap. I see what you're up to here. Good call. I can play a land and pass the turn.
All right, untap,
Such a dead man.
upkeep, draw. I'm gonna play a.
No black vice and a posted note. What is that? It's Badland. Okay.
I'm gonna play a strip mine.
Strip mine.
Yeah, here we go.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna strip your
Now that's toxic.
your
bro.
plateau
Okay, dick.
and.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not another black vice. No. It's just 3 vices and you guys just stripped
Done.
them out of one land.
Well, I've got 5 cards in my hand, so I guess I'm taking 2, bro.
Bro.
2.
3.
Oh wait,
Oh, two,
and I
yeah.
had
Yeah, 2. Yeah,
Is it? What do you mean? Wait.
6, 7, 6. I had 6 cards in hand. I forgot to take my
Yeah,
2.
take-
Oh, you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Don't be cheating long sleeves. Don't be cheating. All right. Draw a card. We're gonna play an island. Yeah. And then we will
I hope it's a black vice.
Sonic Blast Jason.
Oh, come on.
Go ahead. That's it.
All right, on upkeep, I'm taking. I got 6 cards. It's 2, 4, 6 damage.
Yep.
Good at 10. All right.
Jesus.
Draw a card. Play a freaking land again. Go ahead.
All right,
That's
1,
like the
2,
world's-
3, 4, 5. I'll take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Draw a
You
card.
would.
Play a Taiga. Unlimited Taiga. Unlimited Taiga.
Always flexing the unlimited.
Wow. Wish I was rich.
Yeah.
Like this guy.
Wish I could get those high quality post-its.
Yep, that's right.
You should have wrote unlimited above
That's
the
the thing.
Badlands.
That's the thing.
You should just write unlimited Badlands on the post-it.
Alpha Badlands.
Alpha Badlands. Right on the post-it.
All right, what's everybody?
Nothing. Nobody's got anything.
We're gonna chain you for 3.
What?
We gotta even this shit up.
All right.
A quick ass game.
I'm done.
This is the world's fastest
Cards in hand?
three-way ever. 4.
Okay.
No dice. No dice. Get off of me, bro. Mishras. We'll play a Mishras. Will we do that? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll play the Mishras. We will also chain lightning Jason. We'll chain
It's a
lightning
three-way
Jason.
tie.
10, 10, 10. All right.
Yep, that's what we'll do. And that's it. Go ahead.
All right, I'm at 6. I'm going to take 6.
Wow, this is the
Leaves
world's
me at
fastest
4.
game. This game's over. Everyone's dying.
3 mountains. I can play a Yed one.
There
A
you go.
Freet. Puts me at 5.
That's a thing.
Go ahead. This is...
In turn, I'll bolt Brandon.
You would.
Jeez.
A lot of hate.
This is not the love fest that we expected. When I hear 3-way, I'm thinking love. I didn't know it was a 3-way hate fest.
Likewise.
Get out of here. At this point, that's nonsense.
How many cards you got in your hand, Brandon?
3. Trey Cardo. Are you done?
That's gonna kill me, dude. I got 5 cards.
I am done.
I'm gonna take 4 from Black Diamond.
This
Can
is
someone
over.
please
Nobody
hit
even
me?
did anything to Brian. He's just
Yeah,
gonna
can you
die.
hit me, please?
This is terrible. Absolutely tragic. What's going on here?
Sonic Blast Jason.
Maybe. We'll see. Hold it.
You have 3 Black Diamonds.
Well, City of Brass. Give me a break.
Mhm.
Give me a break, man. I don't even know if I needed to do that, honestly. It doesn't matter. We'll do him that. We will Psionic Blast Jason. Yes. Psionic Blast Jason.
In response, lightning bolt you twice.
What?
You had 7, so that means you're gonna die from the 2 damage coming back at you.
Dang it.
I die him upkeep. Good job, Jason! What was that, an 8-minute round? Not bad.
Who would have thought that a hand of nothing but lightning bolts and black vices would be good?
Listen. You're cheating.
That might be a bonus episode. Good job. Jesus.